Alrighty. Previously on Dungeons and Dragon Ball Z. So the squad continued through the misty settlement of Burnt Umber, dispatching what seemed to be the final living members of the Wraith Guard troop stationed there. You expanded your search to the town square, looking for one Cursed Jubilee. After finding only skeletons in a rundown cottage, expanded your search into the town square. In the square, Aloe found another Druidic message that extolled the virtues of an Umber long past, where the air was clear and crisp, and the smell not so acrid, and where the hues of the forest were vibrant. Finding an old barracks, he climbed on top of it, hoping to get a better view. But unfortunately, that dangle missed. What he found were an encroaching flurry of fauna and mud monsters. Battle ensued while a distracted Xalia attempted to communicate to the now masterless and aimless skeletons, and tapping into her arcane prowess, knowledge, and study, she was able to render them docile and move past them, and did indeed locate the target of their search, Cursed Jubilee, the orange Tabaxi. After a moment of trying to resuscitate him, the party put their heads together to figure out what was afflicting him and bring him back to consciousness, deciding that leaving the great dragonic beast alone and exiting the forest before the dragon found them, or you found the dragon, while it was lurking around in the mist. So the better choice, you all exited the forest and made camp. And I believe a few of you volunteered to keep a vigil over the night.
Yes, I believe Karydin was first watch.
Okay. Go for it. Give me a perception check as you cast your gaze over the the forest. That's what it is. So Karydin, while you're checking this out, the sound of rustling leaves and bushes comes to your ears, and in the dim light brought by your campfire, you can see a particular bush wiggling and wobbling. Looks like something's out there.
Can I hear anything from it, or is it just far away enough that I'm mostly seeing it?
You hear the rustling of the leaves. You're mostly seeing it, but I suppose what you do hear would be snapping of branches, some kind of kind of grunt stuffs.
Karydin's he's gonna unsheath Kestrel and sort of, lay it next to him. He's not gonna be standing up yet, but he's keeping an eye out.
Okay. Wait a few minutes, preparing yourself, just in case something were to prove hostile. Bush wiggles and wobbles. It moves around to another bush. And then, eventually, into the campfire light, the creature shows itself. It is, you can make out this four-legged form. It's got this large, thick head, ears, it's got tusks. Appears to be thickly coated with fur. It's brown overall in color. And it's rather big. It is a boar of a little unusual size here.
A boar of unusual size.
The BOUS kind of sniffs around. Moves around, kind of moves on the edge of the campfire. Moves towards one of your party mates' sleeping forms.
Karydin is going to... I think... Karydin's gonna use the flute. He's gonna play a note or two on the flute that is not a flute.
Okay. It's absolutely not a flute. What instrument comes out?
Let's see. One is guitar, 2 is saxophone, 3 is clarinet, 4 is cello.
Okay.
A couple cello chords come out.
Okay. The somber stylings of the midnight cello comes out, and the board, now alerted, like looks at you, and are you just trying to get its attention, or are you trying to
just like alerting it that someone's awake and looking at it?
Okay. After a moment, the board seemingly decides that it doesn't care and is now rummaging through.
Alright, Karydin.
It's like heading towards Lekai's pack.
Karydin stands up and starts walking towards it.
Board like turns to you now, watching you, kind of like ascertaining what you're doing.
I'm going to try to intimidate the boar.
Okay, how would you like to intimidate the boar of unusual size? It's kind of as big as you are.
Yeah, I mean, well, we could change that if we wanted to.
Whatever you want to do, man.
That would be really fun. Yeah, Karydin's going to use become big.
Okay.
So he's, increase in size. He's gonna start, growling, or like making, Dragonborn angry noises. Sort of stand up straight, and give off as much menacing energy as he can.
All right.
Not very menacing at all.
Yeah, you actually make this intimidation check with advantage.
Okay. Oh, cool.
Natural 20. Okay. Yeah. So this boar, your earlier attempts to alert and scare it off, unsuccessful with the flute and just saying, "Hey, whatever," and walking towards it. But as you embiggen, the boar has decided it's had enough, and you successfully scare it off and protect your party's provisions.
And Karydin sits cross-legged for the rest of his watch, eventually becoming normal-sized once again.
Okay. The watch comes to an end. Nothing else really happens.
I don't remember if anyone volunteered for second watch.
I think I remember Lekai, but I don't remember anybody else.
Probably would have.
But if I'm
I
incorrect,
think I did, but I don't actually remember whether it was second or third shift.
All right. Well,
Karydin's waking up Lekai.
All right. Yeah.
Kind of bumbles over, nudges him awake. Hey. All right, your watch is up. I'm gonna head to sleep. Saw a pretty big boar, but scared it off. No trouble.
Lekai mentions, kind of just half-dazed, was it a family?
Just the one boar.
Okay.
I took care of it. No violence. No worries.
Alright.
Then Karydin trundles off and passes out on his, sleeping bag. Camp.
Okay.
Bedroll.
Alright. Lekai gets up in a tree just to get a bird's eye view of everything, and then starts his watch.
Okay. Hit me with that perception check. Oops. Okay. Lekai, as you're up in this tree, maintaining sentinel over your party, making sure no baddies crawl out of the misty forest, and keeping a special eye out for some weird boar. You look up, look around, and what takes your interest is the sky now. There's the moon in its waxing gibbous form, shining bright, almost as if it's cascading just its own ray of moonlight on you. The air is crisp, cool. There's the gentle whistle of the leaves through the branches of the trees. With all this running around, you've gotten a chance to relax.
Lekai looks up at the moon and thinks about the past beforehand, and he just normally looks at the moon at night to think about his time at the academy. Still alert, but listening out for any unusual noises, but is looking at the moon for just a brief moment.
Okay. Keeping your ears perked to listen for any approaching dangers or whatever. Your assigned time to keep alert is over, and you may pass on to whoever volunteered for the third watch, or you can say F it and go to sleep. You can do whatever you want, man.
Was it Rhyol that was supposed to take the last shift? I don't actually remember.
It's a 50-50 because I know for a fact Xalia just fell asleep.
I assume you can all agree that letting Xalia do it is a bad idea, yes?
Yeah.
Well, Lekai jumps down from the tree and nudges Raikel awake. Says, "Hey, it's your turn for the shift."
Sure. Strangest dream. Karydin was a big pig. Very weird. Yeah, I'll get the watch. I'll be fine.
You sure?
Yeah.
Lekai just scoffs at it. You sure you don't need an extra couple hours?
It's rubbing her eyes. It's like, no, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
And Lekai jumps back up to the tree and kind of watches the moon as he drifts off.
Alright. I'm gonna I'm gonna use dancing lights just to, have my little fire or mechanical light bugs kind of just floating around, kind of orbiting the perimeter of our camp, I guess.
Okay.
Kind of just revealing what they can, kind of floating up and down, just making sure nothing sneaks up.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Little mechanical light bugs scatter out, illuminating your perimeter. Perception check with advantage, then.
Neat.
Not bad. So, Rhyol, as the night continues on, it is either very late or very early now. You are kind of just keeping an eye on each of your mechanical lightning bugs when you see one of them just wink out of existence, and the light is no longer. You hear some rustling as well to accompany this, as if like it was a quick movement that did it.
I would, I guess, immediately move my other 3. Yeah, 3 to that area of wherever that sound came from.
Okay. Well, your 3 remaining lightning bugs zoop, and have no trouble spotlighting the culprit. Before you see, like, trying to do a poor job of hiding in a bush is an individual who's cloaked, has sort of the first thing you look at is you seek out the color of his cloak. It is not gray. You confirm that it's sort of like an olive, sort of like a deep hunter green. There's brown embroidery. You can see that he is armed. He has a long sword sheathed on his back to where his hand can go and get it easy. When he sees that he's been spotted, the lights are shining on him. He holds up his hand. Holds up his hands like, oh, hey, don't want no trouble.
Yeah, the like little bugs would just be like circling around his head, like.
Hey.
Yeah.
He comes out from the bush and he's now standing in front of it. He's now in the dim light of the campfire, and your lightning bugs have him lit up like a Christmas tree.
I'd be standing up, trying to be, I guess, like as much as I could be, like in between him and the rest of the group.
Yeah. He still has his hands up. Hey, I don't want no trouble. He's speaking a little in a quieter tone now. It's like, I don't even mean to wake you guys up. Or the rest of your party, anyway.
So you're saying you're just passing through?
Well, I'm passing the same places you guys are passing. He lowers his hood, and he gives you like a weird grin. Do you remember me?
Oh, one second.
Rhyol pulls out her notebook.
Actually, though.
Remember me? Let me look you up real quick.
Great. I guess. Gray Ghost?
He kind of chuckles, like, yes. Thanks for calling me Ghost. Thanks for remembering, yeah. Hey.
What?
Yeah.
Again, that doesn't particularly, actually, knowing him doesn't actually, like, comfort Rhyol at all. In fact, that actually makes him more alert. So it's like...
He sees your standoffishness, and he comes clean. He's, hey, I've been following you guys for a while now. Maybe even since you let me go at that cave. Hoping...
Rhyol raises an eyebrow.
Hoping you'd... Well, I'll be honest, hoping you'd drop dead and I'd take your stuff and make a sizable profit off the scavenge. I don't have much of anything anymore, you know? I've been watching, waiting. You've taken out several people I used to work with, revere even. I'm used to watching people get back up after they've been slain, or make others stand up that we capture and kill. You've defeated Murtado and Kai Braska. They didn't turn into spirits like all the others. I feel released now. What I said back in the cave wasn't just pulling the wool over your eyes. I feel like I'm my own person now. Before it was a cloudy haze. I dream of ghosts and wraiths. Over time, the dreams changed to people I felt I knew. It's a great time. I welcome those dreams. I felt I was part of some magnanimous kingdom. Now these days they're just skeletons. Scavenging is the only thing I know now.
Well, I'm glad you're turning over a new leaf, but you have to understand I can't very well trust you.
I get it. Well, what can I do? Can I offer you? Well, I guess I don't really have anything to offer. Listen, I'm just a vulture now, but maybe I think you're the winning team. And I want to make sure I'm on the correct side for scavenging, if you know what I'm saying. Maybe in some weird way, and I want to thank you for bringing me out of that place once I woke up from that stupor. So I'm here to, I guess, warn you that those who curry favor with our, their bone daddy, they can get back up. He tries to move forward, and he's crouching down as he does it, and he points to the fire as a wordless, can I sit down by the fire?
I'll allow him. Sure. Yeah. I slowly nod without taking my eyes off of him.
Okay. Sits down. Starts trying to warm up. It is autumn, heading into winter after all.
Well, aside from maybe, I don't know. Who else in the Grey Cloaks would you have revered or followed the orders of those we haven't killed yet, I should say?
Well, those you haven't killed, I don't know. I guess where they had me stationed, I didn't encounter many more, except for Murtado. I heard about Kai Praska, and looks like it would seem to me that Murtado was getting his orders from somebody named Galloway. So, if you haven't come across him, keep an eye out for Galloway, whoever he is. He sounds strong. He might have the most. He's been heading the operations here. He might have the most favor, I'll put it, among their skeletal king.
Well, we killed him, but I guess that would be. I guess it's possible. Would have been brought back in another day. We never did anything like prevent any further necromancy on the corpse. Just trying to, I guess, get some use out of you. It appears that someone in your ranks is going against the Black former ranks is going against the Black Salamander.
Oh?
Trying to, standard villainy affair of backstabbing and whatnot.
Salamander. I had heard of the Salamander. That person was working with at least Murtado. Gave him orders to waylay people traveling along the Freeboard Trail and send the magic items up to some keep.
Yeah, random muckwit like you probably wasn't told much of anything. Well,
He like takes out a pack and just starts cleaning some personal effects of it.
you can sit for the next hour or so, but you can't stay.
I understand. I'm not sure why I came to make myself known, but at least now you know I've got your back in some weird way. Maybe that's not reassuring. Sorry, I don't know. There's just a void in my heart. I've lost something. I feel like I'm the last survivor of a country town. And he, like, looks at you. And my king's dead.
Well, you can pretty much always start somewhere else new. It's always an option. Done it plenty of times myself.
Make a persuasion check, actually.
Okay.
Because of that. Not bad.
Okay.
He nods. And tends to a few more things and cleans a few more of his personal effects. Well, I'm wary of what I'll do or what will become if I return to living amongst people. I think for now, I'll just disappear. Maybe I'll start over. That sounds nice.
Real, I guess, just kind of shrugs and good luck with whatever you choose, I guess. Gray Cloak, or former Gray Cloak, Mr. Gray Ghost.
Yeah. That's me. Old ghost. I kinda like that. Well, maybe about an hour passes of him just kind of silently tending to what all he's got.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can see he's got some nice armor. He's got some kind of like breastplate on. You do see at his side that flashes in the firelight every once in a while a familiar Chris with a familiar blade. Looks like he chose to kept it. Maybe it's just because it's useful.
Hmm. Well, it's probably best that you get on. I don't think any of my allies are necessarily as Rhyol thinks back to all the rustlers killed, merciful as me, willing to at least talk.
Thank you for your hospitality. And maybe next time, if I do manage to start over, you can call me Goose.
Okay, Goose. I don't think I've ever formally introduced myself. Rhyol.
Real. I'll memorize it.
Hmm.
And he pleasantries
Go
over.
ahead.
He moseys off.
Okay.
And you are once again left the only one awake. Real.
Nice. That kind of. That was what, like an hour, 2 hours, right?
Yeah, like an hour, 2 hours ish.
Alright. I guess there's one more watch, right? It's 4 watches, 2 hours. Wait.
Up to you.
Well, I don't get a full. Do I not get a full long rest?
No, you get a full long rest.
Okay. And then if I stay awake for another watch. Like, obviously, I could just fall asleep and have no one watch, but it's like I could just wake up Aloe. And I think I'm fine with that.
I think, for, like, mechanics' sake, I think 3 watches is enough.
Oh, is it? Okay. Alright.
But you can have as many watches as you want.
I think if mechanically we've like watched throughout the night, then
okay,
like throughout the rest of the like Rhyol's watch, she would just be, I guess, sort of fiddling with the Shadowfell amulet.
Okay,
just kind of holding it in her hand.
It's cold, it's chilly, even. Just
thinking of what it can do.
Okay. The night progresses. Watch comes to an end. And nothing else happens. And you feel like things are safe. If something was going to happen, it was going to happen already. And head on to sleep.
Okay. If we're still like sleeping, I would wake up Aloe, right, to keep like a final watch.
Okay.
Before going to sleep. But yeah, I guess just.
Okay. Do you wake up Aloe?
Yeah, just for like flavor. I wouldn't like. I understand you just said like if anything's gonna happen, it would have already happened, but I don't know. In my mind, it wouldn't make sense for Rhyol to just like. And now I'll sleep with the camp unguarded. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. Aloe, you're jostled awake. The first thing you see is your dwarven friend.
Mm-hmm.
Rhyol?
Yep, it's could need a little bit more sleep. If we could just take the final watch.
Sure. Rest well.
Thanks. And Rhyol goes back to sleep.
Okay.
Aloe's a bit slow to his feet, but kind of watches out from camp. Doesn't take any particular vantage point.
Okay. Do you do anything specific?
Not really.
Okay.
Just looking around.
Give me a perception check.
Normal or advantage?
Just normal.
Okay.
A strong 9. So you're looking around, checking out the woods, perhaps thinking back to the druidic messages that you uncovered, maybe imagining what the Umber of the past might have looked like in its grand foresty glory, with the greens and well, you suppose it would be autumn now, so perhaps with something like a fireworks display of reds and yellows with the large leaves falling to the ground. And you can see the first inklings of the morning sun coming over the horizon as the morning sun, and you guys have made it through another night on the Ember Coast.
Alright.
Everyone can hit their long rest buttons. For realsies this time.
Yeah.
And yeah, you guys wake up. Saddle up Kirsch and Mint. Kirsch is looking a little bit better after having a good long rest and probably using his wife as a pillow. And
Good.
Yeah. So you've got your horses, you got your wagon, you got your cats.
I guess we make our way back to Bravebank.
For sure. We need to rendezvous with the others at the mine. Make sure nothing's going wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great,
Wait,
Mint says. I've had enough of this forest.
yeah, we gotta get you two back and get you, Kirsch, some real medical attention. So the sun has risen,
The sun
correct?
has risen.
I
Risen
will,
has the sun.
on a new day, I will instantly use my sending stone,
Oh, okay.
because now it's on the next stop.
Alright. So let's see here. Use your sending stone, and you can hear like the faint ringtone.
Good.
Rhyol doesn't notice yet because she's pacing back and forth with the sending stone to her ear.
Okay. While you're, you get an answer. On the other end is the lovely voice of dulcet Amaretto. Yes, hello. Good morning.
Good morning. It is good. Didn't think I'd say this, but it's good to actually hear your voice.
Rhyol, I see you wake up nice and early too. Tell me, what time is it? It's dark in here, and I don't have a sun to go by.
It's crack of dawn, pretty much. Yeah, just we found information. Let me just cut to the chase. We found information from the Grey Cloaks
Oh.
that, well, they think that I have reason to believe that they're gonna go after you again,
Really?
and
Couldn't say not. I'm not particularly trying to take a long nap again.
yeah, I mean,
Kitty.
sorry, I don't think you are, but just it in sorry, out of character. I'm totally spacing on the name of the town.
Bravebank?
No. Sorry, the village that we just left.
Umber?
Oh, Umber.
Umber. Yeah, Umber. Yeah. With being in the town of Umber, some sort of magical effect. You couldn't tell how long had passed, and well, I'm sure you can, I guess, relate being underground right now. But we were concerned that it believes the Black Salamander themselves were going after you, and well, following the Black Salamander is someone who seems to have betrayed the Black or I guess was betrayed by the Black Salamander, and is now working against them as well, but still against us. So.
You don't say. Well, I suppose they'll be walking on eggshells then, yes? What could they want with old me? I'm just a wizard. Well, more of like a dashing, roguish wizard with devilish good looks, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Why haven't we hit him over the head with a trash can yet?
Trust me, Rhyol wants to.
This cave certainly is dangerous, though. There's all manner of ghastly creature down here.
Well, it's your great arcane power that I think they want exactly. I think it might be they could use that as a alternative to finding the keys, the rubies.
Oh, I see. So they want my magic. My magic is the key.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I suppose that would line up with the legend, then, of the arcane casters. Oh, yes, hello, Sig. He seems to have like a mini conversation with Sig. He's like, oh, yes, well, Rhyol, have you learned anything? Then there's like this thumping noise, just... And, like the kind where, like, there's those found footage movies where somebody comes and hits the camera person from behind, and just that noise.
Mm-hmm.
And there's silence for a moment, and then Sig comes up. Says, you hear Sig's voice. Yes, hi. Small weapons malfunction with my gadgets and stuff. We're fine. We're all fine. How are you?
Sorry, what just happened?
Oh, sorry. I think Amaretto thinks he found something. Stay far away while we check it out. And then, like, her voice kind of turns to like a darker tone and like a little more monotone.
Knew it.
I have to go now. I'm gonna go see my brother. And she hangs up.
What? I fucking knew it! I was right not to trust her!
Mm-hmm.
You guys see Rhyol just kind of like throw her arms up in the air?
I literally throw the sending stone on the ground. I'm so frustrated. It seems Sig has betrayed us. Sig? Yeah. They said something about seeing their brother, and I don't think we can just... I think they've betrayed us. I think we need to get there now. Or drop these two off and then get there as soon as we can. Because I think...
I agree.
I don't know if she's been working...
over there.
I don't know if she's working with the Grey Cloaks or she's independent, but either way, I don't think she can be trusted right now, and I think we need to be there right now.
Then what are we waiting for?
Alright.
Lekai drops from the tree. We're ready to go.
Alright, everyone into the cart.
Okay. Everyone piles on the cart and races. After like a brief standoff between Kirsch and Xalia, as Xalia comes out of her sleeping bag as this flesh color monster and like lots of spines, no eyes. Like even to the people that have kept Xalia's company throughout this whole adventure, it's startling.
Rhyol was so worked up. She like as everyone's getting into the.
Xalia at Kirsch does like the extended mouth unfurl thing. Which just like opens up a little bit, looks like a normal human-sized mouth, and then just opens up more. And just wave at him.
Oh my god, Xalia, you truly outdone yourself today. But fortunately, I don't think we have time for this.
Kirsch is going to make a wisdom saving throw. He goes for the sword at his belt, and then when you start waving, he hesitates.
Just gonna get in the cart.
He kind of like looks over to Mint. Darling, who is this? Min just responds with, "Just get in the cart."
Don't worry about it.
And you spend the next few moments introducing Kirsch and Xalia to each other. And then this is par for the course.
Yeah. She's gonna add some bones to the flesh monster on the outside, of course.
Gotta have a carapace.
Huh? It's not a full carapace, it's just some bones.
Oh, okay. Just a couple.
Okay. As you guys begin your trek back to Bravebank, I think Kirsch is going to randomly warm up to you, Xalia, and like start getting all close and like looking at you and investigating your form. This is marvelous. Who are you? Where do you come from?
She's going to make more mouths everywhere she looks. And then just kind of tilt her head at him.
Are all of these functional? He's gonna like try to put a ration in each of the mouths.
That's a DM question, because if they can be, they will be.
Let's flip a coin. Today they're not.
Just aesthetic mouth today.
No, okay. One of them is, but it's not the one on her face.
Alright, that's good enough. Okay.
So she's gonna take all the rations and put them in, like, her left shoulder.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. It would seem you found the researcher. And the horses are trotting along.
Nice.
Probably determining the gravity of the situation, Rhyol, the designated driver, would
Trying to go fast.
yeah, snap the reins and trying to go faster. Kirsch will actually see you, and he'll pause the investigation on Xalia for now, and he'll kind of weave this magic around his paws. It's orange in color, and he holds out his hand and gives one of the horses just like a little, or gives both the horses just a little swat on the bottom. And there's like little curls of flames that go over the horse and kind of swirl around their legs and their hooves. And the horses speed up. He nods. We should be going a little quicker now.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Now, pardon me, I have a new friend. And Kirsch goes and continues investigating Xalia. He's like poking and prodding you now.
It's actual flesh texture and produces unpleasant juices whenever disturbed.
What a flesh crime.
Kirsch is positively fascinated, but he remains stoic and just looking at, and just investigating. Go ahead.
She puts a big gross eye in her face mouth and starts blinking at him.
My dear, you have had the pleasure of being with such a companion this whole time. Mint's looking at her crossbow. Yep.
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
And 10 answer.
Come here, Kirsch. Sit by me. You're gonna fall off the wagon if you're standing. Kirsch reluctantly gives up on Xalia and goes and sits back down next to Min.
Xalia's gonna then, as soon as he's stepped away, reshape. Like instead of being a big Hulk, he's gonna it's Kirsch except fleshy, and with all the fucked up mouth.
All right. Are you are you holding this form all the way till you get to Bravebank?
Yes.
Do you change when you get to Bravebank?
No.
All right, you guys arrive in Bravebank.
Great.
Unless he had something to do.
I'm good.
All right.
Nope.
Here you are. You make it back, your journey having been expedited with Kirsch's magic, and you make it back to Bravebank. Your cats jump out of the cart, and what do you guys do?
Just wander around.
Okay.
Well, she's gonna follow Kirsch, actually.
Okay.
I feel like Karydin would follow Mint and Kirsch to make sure that, they get to where they need to be. But he's gonna be kind of in a rush, like
What?
if he had a watch, he would be looking at it every so often, checking the time.
We don't know ourselves how to get to the mines, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we only know the general vicinity.
Alright, so that means we would need Skarn,
Okay.
probably.
For those following Kirsch, Mint's going to drag him over to Lady Apple. And then you know where Skarn hangs out.
Yeah.
So, who's going where?
Rhyol would go to try and find Skarn.
Okay.
Aloe's right behind Rhyol.
Before you go, Rhyol, can you hand the diamond over?
Yeah, let me just do that. There you go.
You and Lekai heads over to Lady Apple.
And then you said Xalia is following.
She's following Kirsch.
Okay. And then Karydin is following Xalia.
Yeah, pretty much. He's chaperoning.
All right.
When people turn their heads, Karydin, gives a little wave and then just kind of.
Xalia makes a new mouth to go weh at anyone who turns their head.
and Karydin kind of tries to wave him off, it's fine.
Okay. So we'll do the group going to Lady Apples. So you guys run down the main road, knowing time is of the essence. You're pushing past these miners and other just regular village folk that you haven't taken the time to meet. Just pushing past everybody. It seems like there's a slight bustle today, due to you overhear one of the miners grumbling as you push past them that the miners' exchange is closed today because Sigrid's not in, and you guys head to the main street. Rhyol and Aloe, you guys tear off towards Bartholorm's provisions, and all of the cats plus Xalia and the Dragonborn go over to Lady Apples. So Mint's dragging Kirsch. Apple! Lady Apple! And she's trying to, flag her down. And Apple says, hey, come to pay respects to the goddess of Oh, hey, what's up? I haven't seen you in a while. Mint starts stammering out. Check him, see if he's messed up or if there's anything wrong with him, please. And Lady Apple goes about her business and kind of holds a hand to his forehead, glows a bit. Oh, her skin is still just radiant. She's positively glowing, by the way. It's just still she's still high on the tail of the Ember Knight. Her favorite thing.
She's still powerful.
She's still just omega powerful. And so beyond the already just kind of radiant glow that she has, her hand just emits this little yellow, soft yellow, and she's checking Kirsch out. She smiles, kind of dusts her hands, claps them together. Says, "All right, yeah, he's good, but you definitely need some rest. Sheesh. Don't go off like that anymore, yeah?" Kirsch will kind of like shuffle around, assaulted on all sides.
Xalia's here for him.
Yeah, Xalia's here for him.
And Lekai speaks up. He's had quite a handful of days.
Yeah, I can tell. He's got some traces of poison in him. That's all cleared out. It'll pass his system fully in a few days. And let's see. There's some sort of there's a little bit of weirdness on him that I can't quite place, but it should be. You can rely on old Lady Apple. And she smiles and kind of like perks up, puffs out her chest. Well, what can I do you guys for? Oh, she claps eyes on Xalia. Nods.
Oh, Xalia goes wet with about 7 of her mouth.
Yep.
Are they all at the same time, or are they all cascading?
About 4 at once, then 2, then 1.
I'm imagining the Rhythm Heaven minigame where it's the like chorus practice.
Yeah. And it's not exactly wet. It's just the cat thing is going.
Lady Apple nods, her hands on her hips. It's like, yep. I'm not sure what I expected, but it is what I expect.
Xalia's just having some fun.
Yeah.
We have some
what can we do for
pressing
you?
matters that we need to prepare for.
Oh, yeah, tell me.
I wanted to, I do have a diamond for that, or the scimitar, the double-bladed scimitar I have. So
A very nice kind of like smile born from greed curls around her lips. Oh, really? Well, let's see it.
When I show the diamond and the blade at the same time.
Okay, and you want me to...
Need you to remove the curse that's on this.
Okay, sure, but... I'd be happy to, but... Oh man, this diamond is really big. It's gotta be worth a ton. She's looking at it, and then she brings her eyes back up to the group in front of her. This is the kind you use for more than just money. You're sure you're all right with me grinding at the dust? I guess to relieve the burden of bad mojo on this one is, and gestures to Lekai, is, so it's worth it, I suppose. But last chance. She holds it in her hand.
Well, surely you can cut us a deal since it's that big.
Make a persuasion check. She looks at the diamond. She looks at you. She looks at the diamond. She looks at you. I don't even remember what price I quoted you. This diamond's huge. It's fine. Her rosy skin is just shining. And then she closes her hand around the diamond and then opens it back up. Just you suspect some kind of divine foul play because in her hand now is a ground up diamond dust.
Lekai's eyes just widen in shock at how quickly the diamond went to dust. Doesn't ask anything.
She grins. I'm pretty good, you know? Been around the block. And looks around at your party members. Gaze lingering on. I mean, your gaze can't help but linger on Xalia, right?
Yeah.
She's trying to like stand right next to Kirsch to make sure she's got all the details right now.
Yeah, you could say that.
All right. Well, on this thing. So you're presenting
Yes.
you're presenting it as scimitars or as like a double blade.
Double blade. They're currently together.
Okay. So she takes her hand and does some kind of like gyrating motion with it, sprinkles the diamond dust on it, and she looks up at you and says, "You ready?"
Yes.
Looks down, rubs her hands together. "Oh, I haven't done this in a while." "All right." Kabam! And she succeeds in kicking it up a notch because all the dust poofs like in a cloud of diamond dust and lifts off of the double-bladed scimitar weapon. There is a violent flash of blue from the runes that are carved and etched into the blade, or into the blades, and Lady Apple nods and smiles at you. "'Tis done." Bad.
Lekai is recovering from the big flash and just mentions, "That's it?"
Hmm. Did you expect something more? Here, I'll do something more. Bad mojo, be gone! And she like thrusts both arms towards the weapon.
Lekai just chuckles and says, "Well, thank you."
Lady Apple's her grin's maybe a little too big. She's clearly having fun.
Might be hard to tell how radiant she is.
She's glowing. Well, anything else? I've got to skedaddle before I end up doing something weird and get saddled with more than I expected.
Xalia waves.
Lekai turns to Karydin. "Do you have anything?"
Karydin has been there's a little bit of a crowd, I would assume, gathering around Xalia, just in the middle, flesh monster that looks like Kirsch, in the middle of or maybe not a crowd, but like people are staring, and Karydin's been walking around like, "Hey, keep on moving," and at hearing his name, he turns around, "What? No, I think I'm good. Regardless, we're gonna need to get going soon. Amaretto and Sig might be... Well, Amaretto, I suppose, might be in some trouble. We'll be seeing how that goes."
If you pull him back, tell him I decided not to wait up. I'm not into dudes that get themselves in trouble, no matter how much they're worth.
Karydin gives her a wry smile and says, Yeah, I'll let him know. Either way, we'll be dragging him back here. Good luck, Apple.
That's Lady Apple, but thank you.
Lady Apple.
I earned it, so it's important.
I'll make sure that if this goes well, and stories get written about us, like I think they might, it will be Lady Apple.
Thank you kindly.
I'll make sure.
Last chance, pay your respects to the goddess of chance. She's twirling the bowl around her finger.
Unfortunately, we have to get going. But thank you.
Alright, I understand. Her ears kind of droop. Alright, I understand. Well, here. Parting gift. She bends down towards the shrine made out of rocks piled together, and she... Who knows how she's doing this? She opens it again like a cabinet, and reaches in, takes out a thing, closes it again. She's holding what looks to be a small jewelry box. Looks over, and looks at each of you. Says, "Here, consider it a present. Maybe it's because you helped me out, maybe not. It'll open... You guys are leaving? It'll open... She kind of like wraps her knuckles on it a couple times. 6 times, in fact. Then hands it to Xalia. 6
Xalia
hours.
accepts it.
Open in 6 hours. Enough time for you to forget about it.
She stores it in one of her mini mouths.
Oh.
She... you were too alluring of a centerpiece of this party, Xalia, and just Lady Apple looks at you for a moment, her eyes fixed on your form. It says, Xalia is a nice name.
She has a legitimately like happy, like all of her mouth grin, and she jumps up and down a little bit and kind of bows a little bit.
Lady Apple laughs. It's kind of like that nervous laugh, like where you're like you're laughing with everyone, but you're laughing by yourself amidst a group.
Yeah.
And she just waves you all. All right, well, have fun storming the. Where are you going? To the mine.
The mine.
Have fun
Yes.
storming the mine.
Speaking of which, actually, do you know, the best way to get there fast?
No, I only know that there's some crazy secretive mine. Skarn found it. Ask him.
Okay. Thank you.
She goes and sets packing her stuff, and looks like she's breaking down the shrine and stowing it in just haversacks. Her skin is just still positively glowing. She's got like her quilted padded armor is always just immaculate. She's got this little silver saber at her side, and she gives you all one last look as you all hurry over to where Skarn is. And we do a Batman cut to Rhyol and Aloe bursting through the door of Martha Lauren's Provisions. Oh, hey!
Slam the door. Where's Skarn?
Skarn raises his
I'm like
hand.
looking around.
I'm here at the bar. Can I help you?
Yeah. We need to know how to get to the mine.
Oh,
To
yeah, I
the
suppose you
forge.
do, so you can catch up
Right away.
with them two. He pulls out his map, and then he lays it on the, he unfurls it, lays it out. All right, yep, it's got it. He hands the rolled up parchment to you. It's labeled, and pretty much you just take off east out of here, follow the thing. My whatchamacallit? My pickaxe is there. We marked it. Opsy and Shale and I. You know, I get the feeling. He looks you up and down. I get the feeling that I'm not going to be incredibly rich when you come back.
We'll see, but I mean,
I would.
right now, money's not our first concern right now. We kind of look around in case. Are there any of the kobolds in the tavern?
Make a perception check. While you're looking around, Skarn continues like, when I was hiring for this job, I had no idea it would turn out like this, and I get kidnapped by some crazy cult or whatever. It's supposed to be a pop in, lay some groundwork, pop out. Not. I'm sorry. Rhyol, there are no kobolds here.
Whew, okay. Yeah. I still sort of say kind of quietly. It seems that that Sigrid has betrayed us and is trying to get to the Ember Forge for her own purposes, and she seems to have assaulted Amaretto somehow, and we don't know if she's with the Great Cloaks or not, but right now we need to get there right away and just prevent anything bad from happening.
He looks alarmed when you say this. It's like, Sig,
So-
but she was always so
Yeah.
nice. She was right kind to me when I handed in my claim and said good job on finding the thing, and then sent it off to the... Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh.
Looks over
We
at Bart.
Sent her some sort of magic item and or something. I mean, I don't know. I knew, I had a feeling that she was just too eager to look at the key. It's just something. I knew something felt wrong. Now she has one of them, and she has Amaretto, which is going to be the way before us. Disaster.
Well, now, calm down, Rhyol. You bring Amaretto back and do this whole thing, and you and I are square. Don't have no worry about that. But
Kind of trouble. Oh darn! Just realized I forgot to do something back at Town of Ember. Oh,
yeah, well, be
Alright,
careful.
well, thank you. And I guess I take the map.
Yep.
And is any sort of I guess turn to Aloe. Do you think there are any last minute provisions we need while we're here?
Some food would be nice.
Bart looks over at you. Well, Aloe, you sure helped us all out of a bind. I can rustle you up something quick. How many am I cooking for?
5. Something light. Something
Alright.
portable.
Cherry, assistant manager, I'm gonna need your help to whip something up quick. And then just a blur of orange, and Cherry's already in the kitchen. Bart nods, and when you get back, I'm making spaghetti.
Nice.
We'll look forward to it.
Okay. Probably at this point, the rest of your party comes in. And there you see Lekai, what must surely be Xalia, and Karydin.
Karydin notices that, they've been in contact with Skarn, and do we know the way to the mines?
Yeah, I hold up the map. Yeah,
Good, then we
it's
can get going.
written here.
I suppose I'll be at the cart. I'll make sure Xalia gets there in time. Doesn't get held up by anybody in town.
The
Yeah.
guy heads straight to the
Explains.
armory.
But make sure that you're there as soon as you can at the cart. I mean, because I want to get there fast.
Yeah. Me too.
And Karydin sort of walks out next to the cart
Sorry.
and keeps an eye on Xalia, making sure that she's at least somewhat following behind.
She's sticking close to Kirsch right now.
Karydin starts shooing her away from Kirsch. Like, come on, we gotta go. Amaretto's in trouble. Come on.
Oh, right. Kirsch is staying here. She's disappointed.
Yeah.
Kirsch is like measuring Xalia.
Measuring each mouth.
Measuring
She's gonna
his
wave at
mouth,
him. Wave him off.
yeah.
And also, minor illusion. No, she's not like waving him away. She's like waving by as fucking
Oh, okay.
Karydin drags off. It's also got a minor illusion in the space in front of her, Xalia, in like glowy blue letters.
It's the worst.
Curse
Amazing.
is rubbing his chin. Writes it down. Yes, I see. He's good. Turns to consult with Mint. Mint, my darling, you must tell me all about this fabulous creature. And
Yes,
Mint's just like, I love you, but stop. Please shut up. Just let me have this. She hugs him.
Adorable. I guess before leaving Rhyol, turns back to you, Skarn, once more. He's like, which is a pretty somber look on her face. I thought you should know. One of the there was a skeleton that the raid guard had
Yeah.
controlled and summoned back at Town of Ember. I believe they might have been one of your brothers.
You believe?
Well, I mean, you couldn't well talk to him, the skeleton, but he had your. He's wearing. Skarn is also wearing the
Yes.
crest. He was
Yes,
wearing
he
that
is.
crest.
He his
Or
hand that is not carrying a drink goes to his necklace and clutches it.
I figured you should know, and we took out any of the necromancers that would disrupting his rest.
Sets his drink down. Nods. He just kind of goes quiet. Aye.
And then
He was a good lad. Always ambitious. Always finding things.
I bet he was. Again, my condolences. And Rhyol would turn and go towards the cart with everyone else.
Okay. I think I heard Lekai head up to the store.
I am in the armory.
All right. You open the door. There's like a chime, and then hello. There's Cherry. How may I help you? What can I get you?
I need a new set of armor. Light armor, if you have any.
Cherry quickly takes your measurements. Suddenly there's a stool next to you, and she's standing on top of it. Then suddenly that stool's gone, and she's behind you, going up with measurements. And she dashes back to the counter and asks, "Well, did you have anything specific in mind?"
None specific. It said I need enough to keep me mobile still, but sturdy enough to take a hit.
I have armor. This one has studs in it. I made it myself.
Cool.
And she presents to you some leather armor. It's let's be honest, it's a little rough. Cherry genuinely made it herself, but it does have metal studs and rivets in it that seem like it would be a little bit better at blocking blows and keeping you safe from harm. It is studded leather armor. She tells you the price. It's 45 gold.
Lekai smiles. I'll take it.
Hooray! Thank you. She she wraps it up in gift wrapping and then hands it to you, and smiles. How's your dang business? She kind of snaps her fingers, and in the same motion, it seems like she's practiced this a little bit. She puts her chin in between her thumb and index finger, like after she snaps, and there's like a little bit of fireworks going off next to her.
Lekai takes the packages and says thank you, and as he walks out, he just says under his breath, "She's so good."
She is so good.
And the bestest assistant manager zooms back over to the kitchen and continues preparing you guys' luncheon. So yeah, you can get a studded leather armor. You can pull that from the compendium and add it to your thing. And its AC calculation is 12 plus your dexterity modifier. So I think that increases your AC by 1, making it 15.
Said studded leather armor.
Studded leather, yep. And Bartholorm presents to you a picnic basket. It's a very like typical wicker basket with like a cloth over the top. Precisely the kind you would find in picnics. It looks like Bart kind of decided to make things a little happy, considering where you're going and the danger you're about to go into. Says, "Here you all are. I made you some finger sandwiches. They're all cut up into triangles, and I figure maybe some of you don't like triangles, and the rest are rectangles. There's even 2 of them that don't have crust. Those are circles."
Yo, he made Uncrustables? Let's go.
Make an
Aloe
insight check.
gives him kind of a visibly confused look.
Make a what check?
An insight check, Karydin.
I mean, Karydin is outside currently.
Oh,
That was
out of character.
okay. Well, never mind.
That was out of character.
Never mind.
Sorry, I should have specified.
Yeah, the telepath.
We're heralding Xalia around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
All right.
Tele-
So yeah. So, sorry. Back to Aloe then.
This gives him a bit of a quizzical look. And after a short pause goes, "We really appreciate it."
He kind of like puts it. He puts the palm, or he puts his the palm of his hand up to his face, like the back of it, to his lips, as if he's whispering to you, Aloe.
Yeah.
It's like I also added a dash of fruit in there to keep you going. You know, it'll give you the sugar rush you need. So you are made aware that there's a fruit cup.
Thank you.
Bart's great.
On the house. Don't worry about it. You really got us out of a bind. It's our way of showing appreciation.
Aloe kind of gives a shallow bow, and then grabs a lunchbox and heads out the door. Sorry, the picnic basket.
Lekai is following behind.
All right. As you all load the... well, are you going to be using the cart, or are you going to walk there?
I assume we're using the cart.
It's probably...
Xalia has
Yeah.
curled up like an upset cat in the corner of the cart.
All right. Xalia's made your decision. so you guys load up the cart, and...
She still looks exactly the same, by the way. Wait, actually, she
Upset
has, like,
flesh cat.
yeah, she has Kirsch's tail, so she's doing the cat thing of just like thumping it annoyedly.
Okay. And then as you all prepare to head out, the fourth wall breaks and shatters, and just a panel comes up and says, "Point of no return. Are you sure to leave?"
Oh god, what's happening?
Yeah.
Save now to continue.
Yeah.
Aloe clicks yes with his finger.
Bloop, bloop. All right, and then
How are you so ready for this?
Oh, what,
Listen.
shape into a human?
Aloe turns into a spider on a regular basis. If he has one special ability, it's accepting things he doesn't understand.
Okay.
Aloe presses.
Lekai is just chilling.
Aloe clicks his claw on yes, and away you go.
Okay.
All right.
We don't need any more healing potions. So. Or another haste potion. Anyway, let's go. Yeah.
Okay. So
Wouldn't be able to get it now, right?
Nope, not anymore. Aloe clicked yes.
the party is heading towards the Platinum Mine. You guys are really pushing these horses, having to get there as quick as you think you do. The good news is that, according to the map that Skarn gave you, the mine is actually not terribly far away, so you can get there in good time. The majority of your travel today was from Umber to Bravebank. So it's early afternoon now, and you managed to find the trail that Skarn described to you. Go ahead and make a survival check or a perception check. The whole group, your choice.
So, like, we can all choose a different one?
Yeah.
Survival or perception, you said?
Yes.
Don't let Karydin drive.
Alright.
Oops. Did not mean to click. How did I... Okay.
So, let's see here. Aloe, Lekai, and... no, that's from previous. Okay, so Aloe, Lekai, you guys managed to spot... from the back of the cart, you managed to spot like this pickaxe. It's just standing straight up with the pick heads kind of forming this sagging T. And Rhyol and Xalia, you do manage to spot the tracks of a light party. There's several kobold tracks that are obvious. Clearly didn't bother hiding themselves. And this leads you to the this little alcove. Following Skarn's directions and consulting the map, you find like a particular tunnel. It's narrow. This one's marked by another pickaxe, and this entrance seems somewhat hidden in an alcove, promising to delve further into the Wraith Mountains. The entrance tunnel, supported by your standard wooden archways and hanging lanterns, it runs straightly to open into a large cavern that's supported by a natural pillar of rock. 3 stalactites dangle ominously from the ceiling. You're emerging now into what seems to be a larger staging area. You're emerging from the west as far as the map is concerned. As you move forward and take stock of the surroundings, you note the large minecart train in the center of the room. Wait, can everybody see? No, you cannot see. I'll make that change. Everyone has sight for now because it's lit. As you move forward and take stock, I'll repeat that section. What did I say? I said, move forward, take stock of the surroundings. You note the large minecart train in the center of the room. It's got many tracks kind of splaying off into every direction. There are metal rails and wood planks. Look sturdy. They're able to deliver pretty much whatever payload you want to and from the lightless sections of the mine. Behind a shipping container-sized column of rock are 3 bedrolls and a heap of ordinary supplies. What would you like to do? This map is WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get.
Okay.
Yes, I was going to ask. Yeah, the map is just the way to get there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, so what would you like to do?
Well, only way to go is down, really. So.
Agreed. Let's press on. Karydin is going to unsheath Kestrel.
Shing!
start stepping down the
You would
hallway.
doff her armor.
Doff? You take it off?
No, isn't
Dawn.
Don, that's the word. The other one. Yeah. I guess Amaretto did say that there were apparitions in these mines, so do be alert.
So I'll stay on guard.
Okay.
Aloe's gonna snap a small mote of flame into existence, just in case.
Mm-hmm. This area is lit, right?
Yeah, the area is lit, and Aloe is even more lit. He's got this mote of flame
lit.
just hovering in a random but circular pattern around his head.
Xalia is just walking along.
Cool.
She's not really
Okay.
doing much. She's kind of moping a little bit.
Lekai gets the 2 scimitars ready and checks around this corner.
Okay. Shing shing. All right. So Rhyol, you're heading towards the very large minecart train. Lekai, you break off south. You're heading towards the supplies. So let's see. We'll do the cart first. So this cart, it's this large minecart train. It's fit enough for each of you to have your own cart and then some. It looks like the minecart rails, as you're checking out the surrounding area, they drop off immediately into what looks like pits, suggesting that this section of the cavern has collapsed. Or give me an investigation check, just for kicks.
You got it.
Where's Lekai?
Like
I am in the
drove
supplies.
off in that direction.
Okay.
What do we get on the... Nice! Alright, so Rhyol, you... At first you think this section of the cavern has collapsed, but then after taking a look at it and seeing how this minecart rail is, you realize that perhaps the dwarves were digging their own mine and then came upon this larger natural cave and then built their cart tracks to take themselves deeper into it. You also find out that the cart and their tracks are genuine dwarven engineering, which, you know, kind of makes you a little more proud. They're sturdy. They've got a tinge of dwarven runic magic on the rails that helps the wheels glide along the track, even at inclines, almost frictionless. There's a braking system that you're not quite familiar with, but it does produce drag on the cart to slow it down manually. Like, you've heard about this one. And it looks like you can begin your delve in 3, maybe 4 directions: north, south, and your pick of an eastern direction.
Wait, sorry, south?
North, south, and east.
Okay. Well, I mean, sorry, because I on the map there's this track. There's only like 3 tracks.
Suddenly there's a collapse and the southern exit gets destroyed. You can only go north or east or east.
Okay. Yeah.
Rumble, rumble, rumble.
Sorry. It's just wasn't sure. Like, maybe you describe this as an opening. I wasn't sure.
That's my mistake.
Okay.
It would seem like all you have to do is point the card in that direction and then give it a shove. And the frictionless dwarven engineering will take care of the rest.
So, question: is there an actual cart here?
Yeah, it's this
Yeah,
thing
it's
okay.
that doesn't look like a minecart.
Xalia's getting in it.
Roll as you're pouring yourself over the minecart. Xalia just whoop hops in.
Still looking like Kirsch.
Still looking like Fleshman Bone Curse, yes. With 17 mouths.
Aloe's gonna turn around and notice Lekai's missing, and just kind of duck through this hallway.
Okay. As Aloe ducks through the hallway, the camera follows him, and we center on Lekai, who you have come down across the supplies. Here's why Skarn asked you to deliver an entire cart's worth of provisions. The supplies here are useful, but not nearly enough. There's sacks of flour, bags of salt, there's casks of salted meat for extended stays down here. There's lanterns, flasks of lamp oil, pickaxes, shovels, and other gear appropriate for mining and spelunking. Looks like there's nobody using it, but amid the supplies, you do spot the body of an unfortunate dwarf miner, which must be the one that Amaretto told you about, or told Rhyol about on their first call. Move over to him. Oh, here, let me...
Yeah, I can.
There you go. You move over to him, and he's got a familiar-looking silver necklace depicting a hammer over a shield. By now, you've probably surmised it's a coat of arms. And he's clutching a fancy-looking pickaxe in his hands.
Not another one.
I want to check to see if it, actually, wait. No, never mind. We'll look over to Aloe and say, is he looks pretty close to, Sig, or Skarn. Is he related, maybe?
It's definitely one of the Earthbeards.
Well, it looks like we're gonna need to be ready. I look around to see if to pick up the oil flask.
Okay. Yeah, you can put a oil flask in your inventory from the compendium. So you can use it as lamp or lantern oil, or you can use it as like an oil flask and cover stuff in oil. So yeah, you got dead dwarf there, and your mid supplies. Do you want anything else you want to do? While your party is like you hear like some metallic clacks and wooden like sprawlings as your party appears to be preparing the minecart.
We found a minecart down the other path. I really think we ought to get moving.
Alright, sounds good. Doesn't look like there's anything else we could get from here anyway. Lekai starts heading over.
Okay.
I guess as they're coming back over, is there any like, were there any of the tracks, hill pathways showed like traces of like ancient stone that would like hint towards, that would be the way towards the forge?
Make a stonework check.
Sorry, a what check?
A stonework check. Whatever stone cutting uses. Make a general intelligence check.
Sure. Yeah,
judge your
check.
stone.
And add your proficiency.
I'll just use a history because that's what Stoneworks does, and that's an intelligence check.
Whew. Oh, okay.
Nice.
So you're up in an area that is dwarven construction. So you surmise that this is all artificial. Well, I mean, it would theoretically all be artificial, but you surmise that if you were to find that information, it would be deeper in. So,
fair enough.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you're not able to determine from your current standing.
Alright, well. Anyone else have any ideas of taking a track, or should we just...
Does this thing spin easily?
Yes.
By the way, Xalia is spinning.
Spinning on the. What do you call those things again? What's the name for that kind of
Rails. Yeah, so
Oh,
Xalia is now
yeah.
spinning in place on this frictionless Dwarven engineering minecart rail. And
Yep.
Amazing.
the entire like minecart train is going at the same time.
Is this making like squeaking noises?
It's frictionless.
That doesn't mean that there's no noise from any of
The
it.
carts.
She's gonna minor illusion of fire
Hmm.
at the base.
Are you trying to be sneaky about this?
No.
You guys clearly see Xalia make a fire, and as far as noise, the wood of the minecarts and like the metal of the minecarts themselves are making noise,
Creaking
but
and
not
stuff.
minecart rail noise.
Mhm,
It's just
mhm.
creaking of the actual carts.
Karydin sort of steps over and puts a hand out to grab the cart and, stop it spinning.
She gives an upset yeah.
And says, "We'll go on a ride soon. Just give us a minute. I mean, can I roll
Okay.
insight to see if I find any signs of which direction has been recently traveled?
That would be more of survival, but if you want to roll
I
insight,
will
sure.
roll survival.
Lekai, so which options do we have?
Yeah, it's the
I mean,
north.
we've got
It's just the 3 tracks.
these three.
Yeah.
Karydin sort of points the one to the north, and then the 2 ones to the east. Which is what I assume is north.
Karydin, you look around, trying to find anything of what would tell you, like, see if you can choose the same direction as the previous party here, and all you get is the smell of kobold, unwashed kobold.
Unwashed kobold? Okay. Well, I can't see anything, so we may as well just pick a direction at random.
Alright.
No point deliberating too much.
No one have any other
These-
ideas? So...
These minecart rails, they do like go off and they go for a few bits, but then they just kind of descend into lightless territory. So, like you take the time and you look around and kind of scope out the place, but it's all dark from here. There's
Okay.
maybe like the odd light source of a dwarven hanging lantern. There's more to the north of like these dwarven hanging lanterns than there are in the other directions. But what does that mean, right?
I think that's as good of a reason as any for Karydin to just say, let's head north.
Alright, well,
Alright, everybody pile in.
the only other real way to decide it would be rolling a hypothetical 3-sided coin.
Yeah.
So let's just, might as well.
Okay.
Just head north, see what happens, I guess.
So, is this just one cart?
It is many cards. So
Okay.
I need an order.
Xalia isn't moving.
Alright, which cart are you in? Middle?
The
Front?
first one.
The first one? Okay.
Yeah, of course you are, okay.
There are many
Very cool.
carts. One of them is kind of like a double cart, so 2 people could fit in it, but the rest of them are single carts. Or like single person sized carts. There are, let's see.
And these are all separate, like they're not connected at all?
They are separated carts, but they're together on a train.
Okay.
Is Xalia in a single cart or or in the double?
She's in a single. She's in whatever one was right at the front.
So Xalia's in the front.
Yeah.
Okay.
Xalia has decided.
There are. Well, here. Let me help you guys out. I'll describe the carts. So in the front, the one that Xalia is currently occupying is a metal cart. It is Xalia sized. Xalia, I neglected to mention because I didn't know which cart you were in. When you when you popped in here, there is a skeleton. There's a humanoid skeleton just kind of like leaned up inside the cart. It doesn't like rise up to attack you or anything, but yeah, it's there.
It's a good thing this is the one Xalia got into because she doesn't give a fuck.
She just leave it in there.
Yeah, it just basically ignores it.
Yeah,
the second,
she makes a friend.
The second cart is like a double wide. It can house 2 people. It's got like a ladder on it. There's some like wooden things. There's like a lantern in it that's unlit. Directly behind the double wide cart is a barrel on strapped down to just kind of like a shelf, and then the shelf is attached to another metal cart. This metal cart has bits of crystals in it, and then behind that one is another metal cart. This one has like a discarded hammer in it, and then behind that one is another metal cart. This one has just like a small crate, and then the last cart in the train has just bundles of wood planks in it.
Is there anything in the barrel?
Sounds
Or-
hollow.
Sorry, what?
Sounds hollow.
Oh, okay. I was like, are we gonna be carrying like an explosive barrel with us or something?
Karydin sort of looks at everyone and says, "All right, well, everyone get in the carts. I'll start us going once we're in, and head up the rear, I suppose."
We're going north. Xalia's gonna go north.
You turn it north, I guess. Yeah. Get in the second one.
Okay.
Lekai jumps in the double.
Alright, so Rhyol
Aloe will
and...
join Lekai in the double cart.
Okay. The second cart is the double.
Oh.
So there are currently 3 of you in the cart, and everyone, and you, the 3 of you kind of look
okay.
awkwardly at each other
As
you all like are about to climb in.
Go to the one behind that one, I guess.
Okay. All right.
Fit.
Karydin, sort of, so like first cart Xalia, second cart is Lekai and Aloe, third is Rhyol. Karydin unlinks every cart behind the fourth, and then turns the track and starts pushing. And as some momentum is built up, he hops in the back cart.
Would you like to do a strength check?
Yeah.
I guess I could help. Nah,
Very
you don't even need
nice.
it. Not
No,
even.
he doesn't help.
20. You want to help? Okay. Go ahead and roll again. Rhyol
Case
takes the
crit.
help action.
Yeah.
Almost. Okay. So
It's
a
actually-
strong 22. Well, you guys take off on the cart. Karydin does push you off maybe a little too strong, and you guys are going pretty fast on this frictionless dwarven rail. Just and as you all move out into the darkness, now you only have the light of Aloe's produced flame
It's gone into darkness.
illuminating you all, and
Casual dancing lights.
casual dancing lights. All right. Well, let me.
I guess this would be like. I'll put one on each cart. Why not?
Okay, cool. Very nice, very nice. So let's do a thing. As you all descend into, well, not descend, as you all cart off into this darkness, Aloe's produced flame lights your way with this orangey glow. Ryol's dancing lights kind of hover over each cart, giving you guys some good light. I'm going to produce those lights now. And let's see, let me confirm you can see. You can, great. And you all move out towards the north, and well, let's start this roller coaster. Xalia,
Sweet.
being in the front, you're the first to realize that the cart is dipping, and soon after, moments later, everyone else, you guys tip over the edge, and you're going straight down in this huge dip, just you
Like off rails, or
no, you're on the rails. So you're just
Okay,
on
okay.
like roller coaster, huge like first drop.
We're
She's gonna
zooming.
stick her hands up.
Yep.
We're zooming.
Whee! All right. So, you guys zipping down.
Wait! I know what she's doing. She's gonna grow like just give herself like really long hair that whips in the
oh man,
like it's getting in Aloe and Lekai's face.
The splash zone.
Inspiration Xalia for just being a superstar the entire time so far. Alright, so zoom, you guys are moving forward on just a wicked pace. It's truly frictionless. The only way to stop would be the brakes. As you guys are zooming through, this cart delivery system is going quickly. I need everyone to roll initiative. Let me start the encounter. Sorry. There you go. Oh,
Sure
did
hope
I?
we get flanked from behind.
Oh, whoops. Sorry. Sorry. Hold on. Let me restart.
I've rolled in the back.
Okay. Now everyone roll
Whoa.
initiative.
whoa! Oh, that's sick.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, this is so cool.
All right.
Whoosh. Oh, that would have been really funny if we were like in order of carts.
All right. So you guys are careening on this minecart rail with just barely any sound as you maneuver through these darkened tunnels lit up only by the lights of your team members' magic. At the ahead of you, Xalia, you spy. Dun, da, da, you spy a lever coming up ahead. It seems to have a bullseye symbol on it. Clearly, the dwarves are using this to as some sort of like marker language. Where the lever is a fork, and you can split off in either direction.
We should not have put Xalia up front.
She's mage-handing it.
All right.
Oh lord.
So currently you're heading towards north. You mage hand the lever. Ching! Well-timed track change. No roll necessary. It's a mage hand. What am I gonna make you roll for? You're just like bang it. You're just like bang it works.
Nice.
And then you change the tracks, and you're heading. You dip off where that one was going to go slightly up. This one causes you to go down a bit, and it dips, and it's doing kind of like little bunny hills, up and down, up and down, up and down.
She's gonna retract the hair because it's not streaming as much anymore.
Oh man.
Okay. The rest of you do get the option to do anything in the order. If you don't want to do anything, just pass.
Yeah, Karydin, when the direction changes significantly, is going to let out like a kind of a whoa, as like the back of the cart gets jerked around in the other direction, but he's not going to do anything.
Okay. Anybody else?
Aloe kind of bears down.
Okay.
Is very careful not to lose his footing in the cart.
All right. Coming up as these bunny hills lighten up, Xalia ahead, illuminated in the darkness. You can see, oh no, the track ahead is going to veer incredibly sharply. At the speed that you're going, excuse me, not okay. You have a high chance of just careening over the side and crashing to who knows how far the floor is going. What would you like to do about it?
Throw the hair back out.
Oh my god.
And thus ended the journey of Basements and Bandits. Okay. So Xalia, it is an action to grow your hair.
Yes.
So we move to Aloe. You also notice that there is a sharp turn ahead where the track ahead just veers, almost banks sharply. You get the feeling that you should do something about this.
I do get that feeling.
That feel when we didn't check for brakes.
There are brakes. If I recall correctly, I think Accel said so, but
Twice, yeah.
I'm not sure how well brakes would work when we're not in the front.
I mean, probably a little bit better, actually.
Good luck.
Like a Kenku in headlights, Aloe looks at the sharp turn and suddenly he is stunned for what to do.
We're on, like, stone, right? Like, the ground's hard.
The ground is very hard.
Mm-hmm.
You are, like, you quickly look over the side just to gauge how high you are up, and the pit you're above, it just descends into inky darkness. You can see from your produced flame that the darkness goes beyond the range that you can see, which means it's probably further than 40 feet.
Yeah. Okay.
As the tunnels of rock whip by you. What? You bring your attention, trying not to be distracted by Xalia.
And her long hair.
What you got?
She's still the flesh monster, by the way.
Yeah, we know. I know.
Time's a ticking.
I'm gonna gust of wind directly in front of us.
To
What
do
direction?
To hopefully slow down the cart.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm with it. What does your gust of wind look like? That's the first time you casted it.
I don't think it has much of a special look to it.
Well,
I think
how
I
do
just kind
you
of put
look?
my hands out in front and pray.
Xalia's long hair now blows forward.
Oh my god.
Wouldn't that make us go faster?
Yeah, it would be blowing straight back now.
What?
So it's
No, it blasts.
No.
It blasts from Aloe in a direction that Aloe chooses.
Yeah.
So Xalia's hair goes.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So it's still whipping behind her. All right. So okay. The minecart is not going to make a strength saving throw. So it turns okay, and then sure, Aloe, you have a refreshing breeze, and it does slow the cart down. You are no longer moving at such a breakneck speed. Anything else?
I think that's it.
Okay, Karydin. There is a wind, a gust, a huge burst of wind blowing from the front of the cart. It's slowing you down. You can make a perception check. You're in the back.
Skills, perception. There we go.
You see Aloe do it, but you don't know why.
Karydin, he is in the line of the wind. Like he's
Everyone is in the line
being,
of the wind. But no one needs to make a strength saving throw.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about his reaction to this.
Okay.
Well, first he would brace against the back of the cart and like hold on as tight as he can. And second, you know, in cartoons when a character's like walking into a tornado and their lips are being pulled back, that's basically him.
Wait.
No,
So
the
is
wind
it,
blowing the...
yeah. Wind's pointing
Yeah.
towards Xalia.
I'm blowing
Yeah.
forward.
Yeah.
Away
Yeah.
from most of you.
Yeah.
Wait, wouldn't
Okay.
that speed us up?
Draw.
We're going. Okay, we are going left to right, and the wind is pushing.
Are you? Is
effectively
it going this way,
Yeah, it should be going that way.
or is it going
No.
this way?
The bottom one.
That would speed us up
That would speed you
Why?
up.
because we're going in that direction.
Yeah,
Huh?
you were traveling from left to right.
I'm in the
Oh,
back.
okay. I think we're misunderstanding. Okay, I think we're being confused on how gust of wind works. I think how I thought it worked, and I think how Thulius was talking is like the wind is coming from Aloe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's blasting forward to try and slow us down.
Which is blasting against the way the train is moving relative. Like, imagine like a thrust, like a sci-fi fuel thruster sort of deal.
Okay.
If you're blasting backwards, you're making it go faster. If you're blasting forward, you're slowing down.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
so I think you two were talking about as if there was creating a gust of wind that would in the tunnel itself.
Okay, so that's the intent. I get it. All right.
Yeah, like it moves with me.
Okay. So,
I would have interpreted it as a gust of wind pushing against the cart to slow us down. My bad.
Okay.
So Karydin's lips do not part like a cartoon character.
Yeah. So we'll be like.
Karydin kind of like hears the gust, but is like, "What's going on up there?"
I'm trying to slow us down.
And then that'll be all Karydin can do.
Okay.
Or will do.
Rhyol.
I mean, you could. Okay. This is kind of. This is kind of like a rule of. Okay, do I have access to brakes?
You can probably like clamber over the carts. The brakes are in the back.
Okay.
Oh wait, they're in the back?
The brakes are where Karydin is.
Okay. In that case, well, I guess heck, I wish I knew that. I should have asked.
Alright, this is kind of real cool, but like as we'd be like going over the turn, if we are like careening off of it, can I try and like harpoon launcher the wall to like keep us on track?
Okay.
Totally not how this works correctly,
Yeah,
but like
so you're ready in action to harpoon the wall to keep you guys on track.
To keep us from from us being launched off the track off the turn, right? Like to create a pivot point.
Yeah, given that you're in the middle, you could, in theory, if you brace hard enough.
With it. Yeah. I'm completely on board. All right. So
Awesome.
so you're ready in action to do that. Okay. Lekai.
Yep.
You do see this sharp turn. You see Aloe manifesting wind to try to slow you guys down. You see Rhyol preparing, like she's maneuvering some levers and gadgets around.
Mm-hmm.
Lekai,
see the math calculating around her head right now.
The bend is quickly approaching. Whatever you decide is going to have to be a snap decision.
Lekai gets his gets some string out of his backpack and readies it in case he needs to grab hold of something when at the bend.
Okay.
I assume you mean rope?
Yeah, it's some rope.
Okay. All right. So, let's see. You guys, no one has below. Okay. So, you guys are coming up upon this bank. Xalia's living life. Aloe is trying to slow everybody down. Karydin is preparing. Rhyol is preparing. Lekai is preparing. The embankment comes up, and Aloe, you do succeed in slowing down the track. Sorry, the minecart a little bit. However, I do still need everybody to make an acrobatics check. Maybe except for Xalia.
I need to make an attack. I need to attack roll with harpoon launcher to see if I actually.
Yeah, just don't roll a 1.
Oof.
Oh, okay.
Dang, do you guys really fall off here?
I mean, do we?
Okay, no you don't. Okay, so you guys are coming down,
God.
and the minecart slowed down a little bit, but not quite enough. The or not quite enough for like the inertia of the bodies in the minecart. Rhyol, your quick decision, you harpoon launch, and it embeds itself in the rock wall with like this like sproing noise.
Yeah.
And you reel it back in as the minecart rounds around the bend, and there's this creaking noise of everybody. It appears like you're all about to fall out of the cart, but barely, just barely, with all of your efforts combined, and the harpoon launcher lowering the DC of the acrobatics check. You continue on your path, still going pretty quick. The minecart continues on, and it has a gradual descent. It's starting to pick up a little more speed, the speed that it lost from the gust of wind, which has a duration of 1 minute. Okay. What happens next? Okay.
Hit the brakes.
Alright, so you guys, on ahead of you, Xalia, Aloe, well, everybody except for Karydin, you can see ahead of you, on the track, is a skeleton. It is on the track as you guys are barreling towards this skeleton. You can see ahead of you that the track like increases in height, so it will elevate after this skeleton. The skeleton kind of like turns towards you slowly. Its eyeball-less eye sockets kind of like widen ? As this choo-choo train of a minecart is barreling towards it. Somehow you realize that hitting something with your minecart might not be a good idea, but what do?
She's gonna try to mage hand it off.
Make an athletics check.
With mage hand?
So I don't think Mage Hand can move.
So yeah, it's just 5 pounds of force on the skeleton.
5 pounds
of course,
of force.
a harpoon launcher isn't able to support a whole fucking minecart either, so who am I to speak right now?
Actually, let's see. Yeah, well, Mage Hand does something specific, so hold on a sec. Exerts 5 pounds of force. Roll a d20. Just straight.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So as the skeleton comes up into view, you guys are hurtling towards it. No, maybe hurtling is no longer the correct thing. You guys are moving incredibly fast towards it. You tried to swat it aside with the mage hand. You end up slapping the skeleton across the face. It does stay on the track.
Unfortunate.
Aloe.
I wanted to not to do anything, so.
Aloe, you see the skeleton ahead. Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no. I mean,
Aloe says, "Oh no."
Yeah?
oh no, is that your bonus action? Oh no.
I think so.
Okay, what would you like to do about this skeleton, or anything else? You can do whatever you want.
Sure can.
I say we speed up.
Suddenly there's a dip in the track and you speed up.
Lost my flame at it.
Okay, make an attack roll. An 18 will do it. You hit it. What does it look like when your produced flame clashes into this dude?
It's pretty rough, apparently. Hits him right in the noggin. It's actually moving significantly faster than normal because of the wind.
Indeed. Sure, I'll give it 1 more point. You blast the skeleton and it kind of like teeters. It's like on one leg now, comically. It looks like it's
Okay.
about to fall off, but it's still there.
Wow.
Karydin.
Hi. So I see the mote of flame go swoom,
Yeah,
and then disappear, right?
You see it jettison and then do like a very small puff of flame as it impacts something.
Karydin.
And you hear
now,
Aloe say,
now-
"Oh no!"
Yeah, I hear oh no, and then the light goes out. Karydin, now
Well,
having
there's
noticed.
There's still lights above each cart from.
Oh
my
yeah.
business. So
Well,
we still,
the
we still
produced
have
flame
light.
goes out.
Yeah.
Karydin. So we're like over a pit right now, right?
You are careening over many pits at a time. Like some of it's good, but most of it is a bottomless pit. You look up and you see that this minecart is actually tethered to the ceiling instead.
Oh, cool.
Huh.
This section anyway.
This section.
Some of it is roller coaster, like wooden roller coaster, but this is
How
head to the
high above? Okay, so how high above the ceiling is the tether?
15 feet.
15 feet. How large is the tunnel?
20 feet.
Like like big enough that it could house a large creature.
Yes. Yeah, but
Oh,
you're
no.
kinda close.
Oh no.
You have to like surf the carts instead of sitting on that
Yeah.
pit.
Yeah.
you,
that might not
you
be a
realize
good
you
idea.
can't. You realize you can do that, but it would bring its own complications.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Hmm. Oh, Karydin didn't inscribe his arrows with his runes. Can he see the skeleton by this point?
Sure.
You would have seen what the flame hit. 'cause
Yeah.
that was
Yeah,
the-
that's true. Okay,
skeleton.
Karydin is going to, quick as he can, take a shot with the crossbow at the skeleton.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Use the boost to get through.
16 hits.
Oh,
Full
okay.
damage. Heyo! That is just barely enough.
Oh, okay.
Skeleton has 5 HP left.
He yells, "Get down!" And, people duck as he takes a shot with the crossbow. It impacts right in the sternum and, takes the rib cage out from the middle of the skeleton.
Okay.
The rib cage in that section of the spine.
The skeleton collapses in a pile of bones. Just bloop, the skull kind of spinning on its pelvis. And as you guys continue forward, Rhyol and Lekai, the danger is seemingly past, but there is a part of a skeleton question mark. It's definitely
Yeah.
gone. But what would you like to do?
Oh, okay. The skeleton. It's not like a skeleton hand clinging to something.
No, it's not like
Okay.
it is a leg and a waist and a skull. you surmise that it no longer poses danger to you.
Okay.
But what would you like to do?
I think I can do that. That's fine. No. No, not that much.
Okay.
Guess I
Lekai,
pass.
anything?
No, I don't have anything, so I'll be
Okay.
past as well.
All right. As you guys continue forward, you plow into the skeleton. It bursts into a complete, just shattered array of bones. Blah, 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 blah. They clatter off of each of the cart. The skeleton kind of the skull jaw flapping open as it falls off into the abyss. There's a moment where you all are able to kind of catch your breath for a moment from the excitement that the past few seconds have granted you. The track continues on. You have a brief respite that you can use to communicate to your fellow party members.
Xalia's gonna mage hand grab the skeleton skull and just carry it with her.
Okay. Add skeleton skull to your inventory.
No, she's just mage hand carrying it like next to the cart.
Oh, it's in the mage hand's inventory. Gotcha.
Oh my god.
It's like here.
Alright. Cool.
Amazing.
I can do that.
Xalia is having so much fun.
It's true.
Everyone else is like scared for their lives. Like Karydin realizing this may have been a mistake to go this fast.
Time is of the essence. We must go faster.
That was the thought
Aloe,
process.
turn around.
Not what I had in mind.
There you go. There you go. One skull. Alright. Would anyone else like to do anything during this moment's respite that you have, or communicate to your party members about literally anything before the track continues?
Yell back to Karydin about the brakes.
I found him!
Hello, you can actually hear Xalia just laughing her head off from where you are.
I'm glad someone's having fun.
Karydin, you found the brakes. Are you doing anything with them?
Not yet.
Okay. The track can. Yes, Rhyol?
Can I use like Tinker's tools to like improvise? Okay, let me just improvise a temporary item using like scraps to create like my own brake with like a piton or something. Do I even have pitons? I don't think I do. I have a crowbar. I don't have pitons.
What would it do? You have pitons.
Yeah, effectively, I'm just trying to like, just in case Karydin's brakes are not enough, there's like a secondary like braking mechanism helping. Just just in case, because we are going fast.
Okay. Sure. I will not tell you no. Give me that Tinker Tool check.
Hey!
Oh my god, what a roll, dude!
What a roll. Okay,
Wow.
yeah. Okay, so taking maybe like 30 seconds,
Mm-hmm.
you take some crystals out of the minecart that you're in.
Yeah.
wrap them around with like some bits of cloth you found, jam some pitons in it, and hit it with a spark of your magic that you just have. Being an artificer, you're able to.
Yeah, I mean, I do
the
also have
magic
magical
and
tinkering.
objects. Yeah, you're arcano-canical. Somehow, you have managed to create something that you think will slow the cart down.
Cool. Great.
The track continues on for a moment before you get another sinking feeling. Previously, you've been coasting upwards after hitting the skeleton, and then now you get another sinking feeling. The minecart train takes a nauseatingly steep downward curve, and now you're truly on the wildest ride.
Mm-hmm. As soon as Karydin can, like in reaction to this, he's gonna start applying the brakes. Not like all the way held down, but he's like slowly, sort of like moving it towards.
Okay.
Like slowing down. I don't know if it's like a lever that you pull that stops the wheels or something, or if it's like a squeeze bar or whatever.
It's like a lever plus squeezy. It's like a squeezy lever.
Mm-hmm. So he like squeezes down on the lever and starts to move it, maybe a quarter of the way.
Okay, make a strength check.
Okay.
Oh, it didn't work. Everything sucks.
Flash meets.
Okay, that's a 16 plus, so a total 20. Okay, Karydin, I regret to inform you that the brakes don't work. the brakes are shot, and in fact, as you start bending down the lever, it comes off in your hand. As you know, have a brake lever in your hand, and you look down, and you see like bunches of tools and like things that have just been used to hack at the brakes and stuff. It's been sabotaged.
Brakes don't work! Brakes don't work!
Good thing. Whatever I just did.
Azalea's having the time of her fucking life.
As you all hurtle down this new section of the roller coaster, ahead, extremely happy Xalia, you see another sharp turn.
God.
It's like a yeah.
Oh man.
It's not like a 90-degree turn, but it's cutting it close. It's a good like 60-70 degrees. This is a sharp turn coming up, and also you hear like the flapping of many wings.
Oh no.
And
Oh god.
upon this wild ride are many sturges.
Sturge!
Flying towards you in the disrupted by the rumbling of the minecart.
They just keep coming.
Oh god.
And they're all gonna roll initiative. But the skeleton is not, because he's dead. Alright. So, at the top of the round, this Sturge is going to fly and try to suck on Xalia's blood.
We don't like this.
It rolls a 12.
It doesn't.
Okay, this Sturge kind of like flies into you and then bounces off as you're going so
Getting the
fast.
mage armor.
I have a question. How heavy are these things?
They're not very heavy at all.
Okay.
They're like tiny little bat things.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
like a couple
So Xalia
pounds.
is going to very carefully return the skull to her possession and grab onto it, and then she's going to try to mage hand this one directly into the wall.
Okay. Make some kind of attack roll. Make an Arcana check.
Arcana check? Okay.
That is greater than 13, which is that's fine, sure. Yeah, okay, that Surge. You dispatch the Surge in whatever manner you so choose.
I mean, it's just gonna get pushed to the wall, and it's gonna remain there until it stops moving.
Okay, it gets pushed into the wall, and as you guys continue forward, another, like, a rocky outcropping comes into your mage hand and splat. As your mage hand
I'm
holds
going
it.
to assume this thing can't physically fight 10 pounds of force.
Yep, it is. It is Dunzo.
Not the turn.
Okay, this Sturge here spots a tasty-looking Dragonborn, and flap, 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 flap. Rolls a 9, not quite.
Bounces off the tails.
Not even close.
Okay. Aloe. There are many what look like bats with long proboscis type appendages flying all around you and your team members. There's also the emergency that is coming up on the track of a very sharp turn that threatens to careen you guys off the edge. What would you like to do?
Which direction is the turn?
It is oops.
Are we turning left or right?
Oh, it is a right turn.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna use my bonus action to turn my gust of wind.
Your gust of wind would have dissipated by now.
Oh, what did it have?
It lasts a minute.
Okay. Then never mind a bonus action, I'll just cast it again.
Alright.
And
And you position it in an appropriate place.
I think like this. And then I hit one of these. Oh, okay.
Oh, hello, template.
Nope. I don't know how to turn it. But I want it going to our left, towards the north. Or whatever direction that is at this point.
Like that.
Like
So that-
straight towards the wall.
Like that.
That would
Yeah.
actually make us take the turn harder, wouldn't it? If we're turning right?
Well, it.
Probably.
Okay.
It's like the turn will be
Well-
like this, and he would be leaning into the turn.
Yep.
So
Well-
that would make it easier to take the turn without flying off, probably.
Yes.
Yes.
Because we'd lean into
Yes.
it harder.
Yes.
Okay.
it's Every act. Yeah. As well. Yeah.
Okay. That's your action.
That's gonna catch some sturges.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
neat.
that can
Let's
be
see.
Oh
it.
yeah. Let's see. Does it happen?
It happens at the beginning of their turn.
Okay.
I think it would catch this one too, because it's a little bit off center from Aloe.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll get these two.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else, Sir Aloe?
I think that's my turn.
Okay.
Sheridan, get over
This
here.
one. Whoosh! Splats against the wall and careens against the thing. It is lost to the darkness.
See you, buddy.
This one spots a tasty-looking dwarf.
Mhm.
Not a chance.
And it just finds a bunch of armor.
These guys suck. All right, next. Karydin.
Plus what? Plus...
Did Rhyol actually scream to get over there?
No.
No.
Okay. I thought I heard that.
Lekai did.
Oh, did Lekai?
I did.
Okay. Karydin is going to start making his way up, or trying to make his way, up the minecarts.
Okay.
Do I need rolls to move to the next one and the next one and such?
How far are you trying to go?
Karydin, for the moment, is going to try to move into the cart in front of him.
Crossing a single cart is fine.
Okay. So Karydin moves into the next cart.
Yeah.
I assume he's still adjacent to the surge.
Yes.
Can he uncouple the back cart?
Yeah. Sure. Make a strength check.
Karydin is going to try to uncouple the back cart.
Sure. I mean, it's easy enough. The strength check is more about you stabilizing yourself and not falling out of the cart as you lean down to pick the pin out. And a 5 is all it takes.
Okay.
For
the back cart.
you, because you're strong. So
The
you
back cart, uncoupled, and he sort of pushes it back a little bit to maybe reduce the speed.
okay?
Make sure it's not, still in contact.
All right, and the cart. It stays alongside you for a moment because it's frictionless.
Yeah.
But eventually, especially after you shove it, yeah, it goes away. I only have one tile, you guys, so it'll have to imagine that it's not there.
Yeah. That's all.
Yeah, that's fine.
This one doesn't have an initiative, by the way.
Does it not? Oh, for some reason I thought that was the skull, even though I knew the skull was over there.
It's just vibing.
And that was my act, correct, to uncouple it?
Yes, that'll be your action.
Okay, then Karydin just kind of hunkers down as best as he can in the new cart.
Okay. After Karydin is going to be... No, sorry. We're putting him at 15 initiative. Wait, no, that's not initiative, that's AC. Whoops. So after Karydin is Rhyol.
Alright, I guess I kind of just... I yell back to Karydin, just kind of hang on to something as I try to use my makeshift brakes, because seeing as being in front of something that's moving and trying to brake, not a good time. Was not counting on this being the only braking mechanism.
Same.
Yeah, I guess this would kind of be somehow almost applying a brake pad to the wheels. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Kind of how I envision this somehow making any sense to try and just slow wheels down.
Make another tinkering check.
Okay, I have to get a tinkering check. Sure, that's fair enough. This is. Woo! I thought that was gonna be a 3.
Okay. All right. You do this thing.
Yeah, I somehow create this contraption and
Okay. Anything
presses
else?
down. You know. So is it like slowing down, kind of, or?
It is slowing down. You are able to use your dwarven engineering against this dwarven engineering, and you are decreasing the speed that you're traveling at.
Cool. Yeah, that would be my action. Yeah, I'm good. I guess. Oh yeah, bonus action. Let me just put on my defensives. Nope, we're good.
Okay. This Sturge sees a tasty Tabaxi and is gonna suck his blood.
Oh my.
These
Not
guys
even.
suck.
No.
Yeah. These dudes suck. Alright. Yeah, no, he doesn't. Just kidding. Flop, 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 flop. It's like
Plus
flying
5 to
into
hit,
you.
and I still can't hit anything.
Yeah. All they need to do is roll a 10 on the guy. Alright,
It
so
is.
Are mostly just very annoying.
the Sturge like flaps and like flies against you. It's not able to steady itself and like get its proboscis actually in you. This one spots a tasty bird. And is going to attempt to insert its proboscis!
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Yeah, so it critically hits. A whopping 6 blood drain damage.
Rude.
So 6 of your bloods have been drained.
One.
And this Sturge inserts its proboscis to you and then latches its other limbs on you, and it's attached to you, and it's just continuing to suck your blood hungrily, ravenously.
I mean,
Gust of Wind is
not its blood.
Gust of Wind is concentration. I need a concentration check, which is a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Wait.
Is it?
It is not concentration.
It is not.
Oh, it's not?
I just scrolled up and no, it's concentration. Never
No,
mind.
it is.
There's
Yeah,
a C.
yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. 12 will do it. You maintain concentration on your Gust of Wind spell. And you are minorly annoyed by this Sturge attached to you, but you manage to keep your focus and keep the wind pressing. Lekai, it is your turn.
Quick question for you.
Yes.
If I were to throw some campfire beads, is that an action or a bonus?
It'll be an action.
Okay.
Sorry, some what?
Some campfire beads.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let's see. I actually have the idea, so I'm going to throw up campfire beads and activate them to scare the... What was it, the bats? I don't remember their name.
They're basically bats.
They're
Yeah.
basically bad.
They're mosquito bats.
To scare off the bats away.
Okay. Roll
Oh shit.
an intimidation check with advantage.
Oh,
What's the first one? First one's the 18. Okay, so a total 20. Sure. Okay, you throw the campfire bead into the air. It hits the ceiling, splat, clack, plash, and it explodes into a campfire. Wait, you said you're throwing campfire beads? Did you say plural?
yes, I'm throwing about 3 of them.
Okay. 3 campfires explode into existence, lighting up this area of the cave momentarily. Just the red flame coming in all at once. And let's see, who's next? Can I select all Sturge? Alright, they're gonna make a group check. It's probably a wisdom saving throw. No, not a chance. They rolled a 6. Okay, so bloop, bloop. Is that your action, or you stay there? Or sorry, or do you want to do something else? That is your action. I mean, and you have a bonus and a move if you want to do something. There is.
I guess the only
turn
other
coming up.
I guess the only thing is that I brace for the turn and try to look for a break
Okay.
in this cart.
There are no breaks, unfortunately, in this cart. The only breaks are in the caboose.
That has been let go.
Unfortunately.
Now we got
Well,
left is
okay,
low
the stop.
makeshift.
Yeah.
All right. The Sturge, at the beginning of its turn, is buffeted by this gust of wind and splats into the wall, and whoosh, it's lost to darkness. As you guys careen around this turn, you all brace for the turn. The brake pad engineered by Rhyol, the gust of wind produced by Aloe. I need everybody to roll an acrobatics check. As these Sturges are frightened by the campfire beads exploding into existence, the 3 campfires, they spook them all, and they're all gone.
Xalia returns Skeleton to his rightful viewing place.
Do you put the skeleton head just next to the other skeleton in that cart?
No, the skeleton head is being mage-handed here.
Oh, okay, right.
Okay, let's see. So, acrobatics 16, 3, 21, 11, 13. That's enough! You guys overall succeed, so that's good. You don't... you brace for the turn. And it kind of like banks a bit, and you guys careen through another section of the cave. You can see like some water underneath you. It's glistening in your dancing light. Moving on. At the top of the round, you see what's going on.
Is it another turn?
No, because I'm re-rolling.
It's not
Okay. And then... What is it? Okay. Ahead
What
of
a
you,
ride.
Xalia. Oh no! There's something on the track! It's another goon. You take a look. It's not a skeleton, but some sort of zombified creature. It's got shock white hair. It's got a bow, and it sees you. It shrieks, "Rah!" And it takes a longbow, and it is going to aim an arrow at you guys, and it's going to roll initiative. And it's your turn, Xalia.
I put the skeleton head directly in its bow, on its bow. Like, just push the arrow out of the way. With the skeleton head.
He's got a good grip on his arrow, you guess, so that might not be possible, but you can attempt it.
She's gonna try it.
Okay.
It's not a push the arrow out from the middle, it's a push the arrow out from the tip. So it's not knocked properly.
Okay. Make an Arcana check. Okay.
Amazing.
Sure, why not? So you've got the mage hand, and the mage hand has the skull, and you're using the skull to move it? Okay. So you jostle the longbow enough with the skull, and you manage to befuddle this creature that is standing in the middle of the track. He will probably have disadvantage on his attack.
No, the idea is that I'm putting this, biting the arrow point and moving it outside of the bow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright. In that case, we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Aloe. There is a heavier looking creature than a skeleton. Sorry, there's a creature that looks heavier than a skeleton on the track, and you guys are hurtling towards it. You realize that it would probably be a bad idea if you ran into this thing. What would you like to do?
I was gonna produce another mode of flame, clasp it in his palm, kiss his fist.
Baseball pitch it.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh. Two working overtime here.
You know what? I've been sitting on this inspiration for a long time.
Do it.
Is it time?
I think I'm gonna re-roll that attack.
Go for it. Let's. Okay, so its AC is 14. You just barely hit it. Kiss your fist, your feathery fist. Whoa! Inspiration paid off. Full
Well.
damage.
Wow.
You hurl
Blessing hasn't worn
it
off
towards this this creature, this ghastly creature, and it splatters, does like a little mini explosion, and yeah, that kind of hurt actually.
You sure you're still not having good luck yet?
This coupled with Xalia's skull on a mage hand delivery system, it confounds the light and it starts like swatting at everything. It's like it does. Unfortunately, Xalia, it slaps the skull out of the mage hand. And it hurtles towards the bottomless pit.
No. Can I make a dexterity check to save the skull?
With a disadvantage, yes.
Okay.
Oh, Xalia, let's go.
This. We got this. I don't. Okay, disadvantage ability check.
Wow.
A 10. Let's see how hard he smacks it. I'm sorry, Xalia. Your reaction to save the skull, your prized treasure. This creature just has sent it veering off into the tunnel.
She's not happy.
Unholy screeching.
Karydin,
no.
There's a creature on the there's somebody on the wing.
There's a creature on the track. Karydin's gonna. First off, Karydin is going to try to move into the cart ahead of him.
Okay. Moving one card is fine.
And then he's going to take a shot with his crossbow.
Okay, go for it. Make an attack roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 22 hits.
Damage.
Spring. He didn't like that very much. He's got a crossbow bolt sticking out of him. Go for it. You hear like an otherworldly grunt of unhappiness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I guess that'll be my turn.
Okay, Rhyol.
Hey, Rhyol kind of like try to lean like out to the side as far as she can without falling out, and try and like fire the harpoon launcher at it to try and like yank it like off the track.
Okay. It's cool, I'll allow it.
It's what?
It's cool, I'll allow it.
Okay. Just trying to yank it to the side, effectively.
Okay, sure.
Roll those damage.
Roll that damage. 5 damage. That's strong damage.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna take that 5 damage. And
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna get like pulled at like, like at an angle, right? Like,
it.
I don't know how this one.
Yeah, it pulls 10 feet closer to you, which is enough because by pulling it, you yank it off of its feet briefly, and pull it towards the minecart. The minecart then buffets. It bounces off, and it lets out this like Wilhelm scream, and it falls down into the brink of nothingness to join Xalia's skull.
Rest in peace.
All right.
Xalia's gonna minor illusion the skull back and also make it spit like little salivas into the pit. Little green skull saliva.
Patooey. All right. Then Lekai, would you like to do anything?
Another turn.
No.
Okay. Oh. Having dealt with the creature on the tracks, there is a...
Is it time for another turn?
No, I'm re-rolling one. I'm tired of turns. You guys are going... there is a slight turn to the left. As you are now coasting over crystals, you can see the shining of refracted light back up from the bottom as these crystals are jutting out of the rock formations. There is a movement beneath you, Xalia, as the skeleton that you are sharing a minecart with stirs to life and gets up, uncomfortably sharing the spot with you.
She's gonna wait. She's gonna give it a hug.
Oh my.
Grapple check?
Okay. Alright, giving it a hug. I need an athletics check from you.
Okay. Please, Xalia.
No.
I rolled a 15. Alright. The skeleton, as you move to hug it, kind of like moves away. And it pulls out a short sword.
She's gonna give it the most devastated expression her lack of eyes can prove.
Alright. Aloe, there's a skeleton. You truly are on Mr. Bones' wild ride.
Oh no!
And Mr. Bones has shown himself. What did you say?
About how far is the skeleton away from me?
Like 6-ish, 7-ish feet.
Okay.
For some reason, the train connecting the double car to the front car is a little longer, and it's ahead of you a bit.
Makes sense.
What is Aloe's wingspan?
I mean, it's probably around 6 feet.
What would you like to do?
What would I like to do?
As this skeleton is harrying Xalia, or rather the reverse is probably more true. As Xalia is trying to accost this skeleton with a hug.
I think I'm just gonna have to stick with old reliable.
That has been pretty reliable.
What a ride.
Alright.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
Remains to be reliable.
Whoa!
Remains to be reliable.
Sick!
What the?
All right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Best 100 gold I ever spent.
Blammo! The kinetic force of your produce flames mini explosion blows off the skeleton's left arm, which is the arm that he had his shield on.
Cool.
It can no longer block things. It kind of teeters for a moment in the minecart, and it's jostled forward against Xalia, who now succeeds in hugging it. Karydin, what say you? Unless Aloe, you would like to do something else.
Aloe kneels down in his cart
Okay.
and does a short blessing for Lady Apple.
Karydin is going to turn around and attempt to decouple the cart in the back.
Okay. One strength check,
I
please.
assume another strength check?
Yep. Good enough.
Those are... Yeah, good enough.
Dangerously
So that one
low,
is-
though.
Yeah, that's...
So you literally have to roll a 1 to fail this if it's like a 5.
Maybe it's
And let
different
me
per
just-
track.
Whoa, you're right.
Yeah, so that one's gone as well.
Okay.
The idea here is that Karydin's idea is that maybe whatever Rhyol is doing would be easier with less weight to stop. And he shoves the that one in the way as well to kind of get it back, not pushing up against.
As you guys are coming up upon the next bit of the track, you see a light hanging in the air. You quickly realize that this is one of those dwarven lanterns that are hanging on a low kind of archway. So it's probably going to hit you in the head, just like if it were like a subway or something, if you don't do something. Aloe is already conveniently kneeling.
Maybe.
Karydin, you will succeed in uncoupling the cart.
Mm-hmm.
What else would you like to do?
Can Karydin... I assume he sees the lantern.
Sure.
He's going to get as low as he can in this cart.
Okay. Rhyol. There's a skeleton and a low ceiling.
Okay. Mechanically, question: does the low ceiling happen at the sort of beginning of the round, or would I be able to know?
The low ceiling, you can see it's coming up. It'll happen later.
Okay.
So it'll happen probably in a few seconds. So mechanically after Lekai.
Got it. But okay. Can I? So question: does activating or trying to attempt to activate my shadow? What is it? The Shadowfell amulet. Does that Arcana check? If I fail it, does that consume my action?
Yes, it does.
Well, I still think this is kind of funny. Hopefully it works. Alright, I'm gonna try and activate Mage Hand from it.
Okay.
Hold on, yeah, let me put that
You
Arcana
get
check.
Xalia down, and then I can get you.
Yeah, pretty much.
I have a plan.
It's an Arcana check, right?
It's an Arcana check, yeah.
I have a plan, but if you can get Xalia
It's
down, I
plus
can
10,
get
right?
me down.
I think it's a 10 or 11, but 14's good.
Yeah, DC 10. Yeah, I should have clicked the amulet, my bad. So I'm literally just trying to shove Xalia down. Just hand on holding the amulet and moving it downwards to try and make a spectral hand, push pat Xalia's head downwards so she crouches, and hopefully she accepts this and crouches.
Okay.
It's like Xalia duck.
She's gonna duck.
Shout out to Xalia.
God bless. And, yeah.
She's gonna take the skeleton with her, though.
Okay.
Well, we'll see what Lekai has to say about that. And Rhyol just ducks.
Skeleton is going to slash with its short sword. And the ducking Xalia, 11.
He misses.
Xalia ducks right out of the way.
These people cannot hit.
No, I'm holding him, right? So he's ducking with me.
Yeah. It goes to slash, but you shove him down as well, and so it causes the sword swing arc to be weird. Okay, Lekai.
Okay, can I see them now that they're both ducking?
You would have to crane your neck a little bit.
I'm already in prone, actually. Let me think here.
Are you prone?
I was already braced on the turn, the previous turn, so I was technically
You're not prone unless you
kneeling
want to
down.
be.
I mean, you could always just get up and get back down.
Okay. I'm gonna try and take a shot at the skeleton.
Okay, whips out his short bow. Oh, 24 hits.
With the
Okay.
sneak attack.
Yeah, it doesn't
Need him gone.
You obliterate this skeleton. You catch him unawares, and you sink a shot into the back of its skull, and piercing just a weak point in its fractured skull. Xalia, you see like this arrowhead come in through its mouth as you're pulling the skeleton down. And imagine you all duck, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I quickly
Can
go
I
back
save
to
the skull?
ducking.
Yes. the skull
Okay.
falls, and it has like an arrow protruding from the back of it.
That's fine.
Okay.
we have replaced the skull.
Jesus. Xalia is having the best time of her
Alright.
life.
You've replaced the skull with an addition to it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a decorated
two
skull now.
You just have a skull on both sides.
That was
One
accidental.
fake, one
I'm
real.
sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, alright. As this low-hanging dwarven lantern on a wood beam whoosh passes over you, you can all feel like the displacement of air as it is dangerously close to these minecarts. Peek your head out. Things seem fine for now. As the minecart continues racing around on these minecart tracks. And whoosh, whoosh, it makes a left turn, it makes a right turn. It goes up, it goes down. It does little more bunny hills again. Why did the dwarves build it like this? But you don't have time to ruminate over that. For you can see the end of the track is coming up, and you're still going blindingly fast. The wind's rippling through your hair, your fur, your feathers, your scales, and
Your flesh.
your
boy.
flesh, and you can see this dead end coming up extremely rapidly with the telltale cement block. Rhyol, you know these to be magically enchanted. They don't break.
Oh
It's
boy.
coming up upon you very quickly. What do you do about it?
I assume we're not above a bottomless pit anymore though, right?
You are not above a bottomless pit. You're more on a wooden roller coaster at this time, as you are careening towards what looks to be a room.
Okay.
I have 50 feet of rope. Do
Kai
what you
pulls
will
out
with it.
just a wad of rope, looks at it, looks at his party members.
We can make this work, or we can go very horribly with it.
We Spider-Man 2 with rope. I have no idea how that would work.
So the crazy idea is for Karydin to become giant and use the rope while we're holding on to it to somehow get off of the cart.
The thing is, I'm not sure the wood that we're on could hold me as a giant, or if I could even withstand, pulling 4 other people out of a moving minecart.
Well,
I'd have advantage on a strength check, but that's still a lot of force.
Right.
I mean,
As the minecart train is screaming towards the end of the line.
well, I'm hitting them brakes.
Yeah.
I'm hitting whatever makeshift brakes I got at this point.
Make a tinkering check.
He needs so
scroll
much.
all the way back up.
Wait a second.
As you guys are moving in, for some reason the minecart train does a roller coaster spiral where you guys are temporarily upside down.
Oh my god.
Dwarven engineering, baby.
For the
Unfortunately,
engineering,
these
baby.
brakes are
You guys made sure to have fun during your rides.
These brakes were not built to last, apparently. Is that good enough to slow us down at all, or
We'll find
these
out,
things
real
broken?
Terratrade.
I assume it's like effectively like levers that I'm like trying to pull back as hard as I can.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. So Rhyol takes out her makeshift brakes that she has tinkered together. Lekai looks at his rope. He's like, I got a rope. Aloe's maintaining concentration on his gust of wind to try to slow down everything. I imagine that you are. If you are not, please tell me.
Yeah.
Xalia's having the time of her life.
I'm rolling for something.
Okay.
Because she might do a thing. Okay, she's not gonna do the thing.
Okay, Karydin, I have an idea. If you have
help me
anything, if you have anything to get into to break into the wood, I can give you the rope and you can use it to help slow down. I don't have anything strong enough, so
I'm not sure that it's gonna really help, but I have a crowbar. I can jam it into the wood as best I can. That's about it. Karydin is going to...
it's fine. We'll make it work. I throw it back. I throw it to Karydin, the rope.
He grabs it, but first off, could I make an attack against the wheels of my cart, like the back two wheels, to corrode them and make the cart like start scraping against the track?
Sure, but you don't need to roll an attack roll. Just roll damage.
Okay.
Like you're unstoppering the cork, and then you're just pouring it on it. That's fine.
I'm pouring it on the wheels.
Okay. Okay. As you finish doing that and you catch the rope, you see the light of the room at the end of the tunnel just racing at you closer and closer. Whatever you're gonna finish up with, you have to do it quick.
Mm-hmm. That'll be my action.
Okay. And all of you do all these various things together. Ryol's doing the brakes. Karydin's trying to sabotage the wheels to cause actual friction to happen on this Dwarven engineering minecart trail. And then there's the rope being exchanged. Xalia is laughing gleefully. Aloe's trying to control the gust of wind and slow the minecart down. As you guys are racing through, you pass through like a series of archways, like each of them causing just this whoosh of wind to race by your ears. You smash a little slower. Indeed, you did succeed in slowing you down. You guys smash into the into the end of the line, and the minecart goes everywhere. And you guys fly out through the air. Screaming minecarts going everywhere. Bits of crystal, bits of barrels. The barrel is shattered now. The wooden minecart is in splinters. I need everybody to roll an acrobatics check with advantage because of all the preparation that you did.
Oh boy.
Oh my god, I
3
needed
and a
that.
19. Alright, let's get a load of these. A 22, a 15, a 15, an 8.
2 22s, 2 15s, and an 8.
Yep.
As you guys...
Is this the only way where Rhyol gets damaged?
As you guys are hurtling through the air, you try your best to take the fall and brace it enough to where you don't just straight up end up a splat on the on the floor of this next place. Let's see here. I wrote what happens, but apparently I forgot. Where'd it go? Oh, I guess not. Alright, so you guys splash, Kreen, and then all of you take reduced everyone except for Rhyol takes... No, sorry. Rhyol, you take 10 bludgeoning damage.
Mhm.
Everyone else takes half, so 5.
Question.
Yes.
Does this count as this is bludgeoning damage from a non-magical weapon, right?
It's true.
Heavy armor master, baby. Reduced up by 3.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So I take 7.
All right. So with all the preparations, managed to reduce the damage you all suffered. However, you are all just from the sheer concussive force of entering this room in the manner that you did. We fade to black, and you are all briefly unconscious. Everybody roll a 1d20. Straight 1d20.
Good job, Xalia.
Okay. 20 minutes pass. Rhyol, you are awake the first time. And you, what is your first action? To look around or like jostle your friends?
Probably to look around.
Okay. The rest of you all awaken, one after another, kind of in order of this 1d20 roll. And Rhyol, you find yourself, Rhyol and Co. You find yourselves in what seemed to be a rest spot. Looks like someone has made camp here before. There's some bedrolls, some pillars lining the areas, and there is a large statue at one end of this room. It seems to be some sort of shrine or some sort of like reverent chamber. Look around, you see a door behind you and a passageway off to your east. And as you all wake and come to consciousness, that's where we'll end today's session.
Alrighty.
Nice.
That was really good. That was